Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Here we are tuning in for this new voljum EP released on Inspected. Voljum, who has been putting out pretty high quality material, it has to be said, for a few years now. I remember, I think it was called Cyberglobe, that EP went on Veil, if I remember right, but yeah, that was 2019 I think, and that one just kind of took me back a bit. Really did knock me off my feet. Computerized, neuro-y kind of sound, and very, very, amazing production, intricate stuff, and it sounds incredible, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Interested as to what kind of direction we're going to get from him here for his debut Inspected EP. Will it be, pretty much more of the same? Will there be a bit of experimentation in there? Please don't ruin it for me. We are kicking off here with the opener on this new Dayscapes EP from Voljum on Inspected, Cafe Mañana. Oi! First oi of the stream right in there. Oh God! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, that is lovely. Damn, that is lovely. Not entirely what I was expecting for the opener, but wow. I mean, God, it's just jazzy, fun, bubbly realness right here. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey. Oi. That was a bit of a journey, wasn't it? For the opener. Where does one begin reviewing music like that? Can you even review it? I think that, the whole point is that whole thing, a lot of you were saying it in the chat, just that thing of organised chaos. And that's exactly what we get here. The structure is just being spontaneous, as weird as that may sound, but the weirdness of it works towards making it chaotic, and that is the structure of it. Like, that is what... Like the madness and the weirdness of it, the spontaneity of it, the spontaneity of it, sorry, is what's in place. That's its thing. The production, absolutely mad, off the chart good. The range of sounds, the jazzy influence. I must say, I did expect, maybe something for the opener, maybe a little bit more heaviness in there. But maybe this is just, a kind of indication as to what the EP is going to be like, which I'm completely fine with, by the way. Like, no problems with that at all. But I kind of wonder how the EP is going to progress. Are we going to get stuff that is a bit more based in solid ideas and stuff you can remember a little bit more? And is it going to be a bit heavier? Or is it all going to be quite, outlandish, off the scale weirdness and combustible kind of thing, like going off in all the random directions, not having that much sense to it, I suppose, which, yeah, is what jazz is all about. Amazing opener, can't lie, like, for what it's going for, does everything right, pretty much, just, yeah, everything about it. Don't feel like I can fault it, basically, is what's going on here. Yeah, very much interested as to how it's going to progress, this EP from here. there's that bit of heaviness, you know. Oh my, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Fuck. The way that it just dipped into that beautiful little downward transition was, oh. Oh. There's a little... See you there, Jerry. Yeah, see you there. Kind of the same outlay and kind of approach and I suppose just delivery as the first one, but kind of infecting that style that we get in the first one with just a bit more evilness, a few more wubs, a bit more darkness, a bit more of a technological feel to it. I mean, the first one still very clearly electronic, but the jazz influence was so clear to hear that's a kind of driving force of it, I suppose. And this one is still very jazzy, but it's got a distinctly darker, more evil flavour to it. I mean, the feeling that you still get from it is one of joy and happiness and hope and laughter and all of that. But it has just got those little touches of darkness and kind of evil woven in there. Even when I hear this EP, and these tunes for like the 5th or 6th time, I'm still going to have no real idea, I don't think, which direction the tunes are going to go off in. I think you would be hard pressed to find many other musicians in this field of music who are producing at that level. Do you know what I mean? Like, how long do you have to have produced for and worked at making music to make your music sound like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get how one improves from there. You know, some might say, oh, you know, I find it a bit of a chore getting through because there aren't really ideas here to hang on to. There's not stuff to remember. But if you can kind of get past that, if you can get past the need for it to be catchy and infectious and all of that, and just get lost in it, get lost in the production, the overall feel of it, if you can get past that need for it being catchy, infectious, whatever, then, you know, it's incredible. This EP so far, only heard the first half, but I can't imagine that it's not going to carry on in that vein. Do you know what I mean? Yes, mate. Go off, man. Fucking go off. That is one of the maddest tracks I've heard. I mean, we're not even are we halfway through? We're not even halfway through. It's not as if he's just, you know, putting a load of random sounds together. In amidst the madness, it all makes sense. And the production quality is like basically second to none. Oh, God, that is fucking... Oh! Shit! There's no way that a human made that song. This is one of those ones where I actually can't comprehend like how that's put together, how it's put together and constructed and assembled. How long does a track like that take to make? Where do you start? Do you start with the middle? Do you even have a concept of what you want to do? Or do you just start with a sound, one sound, and then go from there? It still had the kind of jazzy influence of the first couple, but it was essentially, well, it was a D&B tune. So really infusing, weaving in the darkness, the naughtiness here, making it a bit bassier, and wow, I mean, taken aback again kind of music here. This is the kind of one where you just have to kind of stand up and take notice and be like, wow, okay, yeah, this is like track of the year material kind of stuff right here. How could it not be? I mean, again, there will be people out there who are like, oh, you know, it doesn't really have anything to hang on to or nothing memorable per se about it, but I think there are little moments in there that are just, you know, very earwormy, very catchy. There's little interjections of sound that I can imagine really remembering and getting used to as I hear it again and again. The flow of the D&B itself was fantastic. Different kinds of D&B as well that we got in there. You know, some of it was a lot heavier. Some of it was a bit more feathery. Just excelling on all fronts. On all fronts. Could have maybe had a little bit more catchy appeal to it. Something just in there that was maybe a little bit more infectious. But if I'm being honest, I don't want to come out of hearing that tune thinking about that, because that's clearly not what he's going for. It is so clearly not what he's going for. So I don't particularly demand it from him. What we've had so far is it getting kind of progressively heavier. So I wonder what this final one's going to be. I mean, it's probably going to end up being quite chilled as a closing number. That is what, you know, a lot of EPs go for. But, you know, alternatively, conversely, could be a massive, grand, bassy finale that we're going to get here. And the vocals, oh god, they're good. Oh man. Ooh, a little breakdown. Damn. It felt like there was more of a catchy vibe to it than the three preceding it, for sure. Like you had the vocal chop, not vocal chop, but the vocal sample that permeated the whole tune, running through it. That gave it a definite catchy vibe. I like that. That was something to return to and just remember. Made it infectious. I did say before this tune, I anticipated that it would either be, you know, a grand, properly full-on heavy ending, or it would be more of a chilled one to kind of, you know, bring the EP down to earth at the end. But my man just went ahead and melded the two. Took the heavy of his style, that proper, you know, weighty, neuro-y style, but it also had that blissful, beautiful aesthetic and design to it. Quite an amazing ending, and I was so sure on Anemoy being my pick of the bassier, you know, of the heavier leaning material that we get here on the EP, but Half Overcast definitely pushing it. Definitely pushing it. It's a completely mesmeric project, and I don't think anyone could deny that. The production is insane, the sound design, the arrangement, the construction of everything going on here. It's just beautiful front to back. You know, really, really enjoying it. And I love the way that it just gets progressively darker and more twisted, more evil as it goes on. This is, yeah, mile and away one of the best EP listens I've had this year for sure. Madness. And I implore anyone who hasn't checked it out yet in full, if you're watching this video and weren't on the stream, then yeah, please do check it out in full. There is more catchy stuff here as we go on in the EP, but even the stuff that's a bit more wild and wacky and out there is absolutely incredible. So yeah, this one I will be listening to quite a few times more, and I'm looking forward to be doing so. That was that for my thoughts on Dayscapes by Voljum. Very, very good stuff there from him.